Hey kids, you like that rock and roll?
Don't worry, don't be afraid, ever. This is just a ride.
On the program this evening,
Four Brothers Podcast.
Welcome to Four Brors Podcast. Today's guest is a Northern Irish comedian, Daniel Quinn. Thank you for coming down, mate.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it, mate.
Oh, no problem, lads. Thanks very much for having me. Seriously, appreciate it. Thank you.
Right. Thanks for coming down. What part of the world is a man called Daniel Quinn from?
I hail from West Belfast. Yeah.
You'll fit in right down here.
Aye, some track like. I'm from West Belfast, originally from the Lanadoon origin.
Right.
Lord
of the Rings.
That does.
Do the
I am Aragorn, son of Lanadoon.
live next door to fucking Legolas. Legolas O'Hare.
Legless O'Reilly.
Originally from Lanadoon, but then I've lived most of my life around the infamous Poglass direction. I don't know if you've heard or know about it.
I worked with my dad up there before.
Yeah.
Just labouring.
Yeah. Fucking here, could use some more, like.
we fucking wrecked it more.
But Belfast, born and bred. Like, I'm currently living with my girlfriend in Ardoyne. Shout out to Neve. Yeah, look, we made it, Neve.
Ardoyne, Neve.
We made it. We did it. We're on a podcast.
Hi, Mom. Ardoyne, I think. Right, so our family's from Turf Lodge.
Yeah, I know Turf Lodge. My granny was from Turf Lodge. Yeah.
Andy's Town. So,
Markets,
the Strand. Is Short Strand West Belfast?
Short
Or is it
Strand.
like middle?
I don't know my geography of Belfast that well at all.
Like, I can point places out, but like, I'm not good with north, east, south, and west.
I'm the same. I just know my family's from West
I
Belfast.
think Short Strand is north.
Yeah.
I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Ardoyne, Turf Lodge, Andy's Town, they're like the three places
I know.
my family's from.
Ardoyne's north, and then Poglass is west. Fucking Turf Lodge would be west, I think as well. But Turf Lodge. What part of Turf Lodge?
Well, it was like, I think we talked about this. Was it with Rich Mix or was it with?
Nah.
It was with someone. Like this estate is an estate for the Troubles.
Right.
So people moved down here in the late 70s from the Troubles to here.
Just everyone sort of migrated down.
Yeah.
We're like the first generation that wasn't born in Belfast of our families,
Oh, right. These are natives.
We were born here, but our whole family
Came
back and back from Belfast.
Right.
Back and back.
Right. Fair enough. I have family that kind of had to flee as well, but a lot of them went to England. Like, they may have gotten more serious shit. They need to get out of the fucking country. Like, I don't know.
I mean, England is probably safer than 20 miles down. Right? There's bombs everywhere. What'll we do? Let's go literally 10 miles that way. Well, might be safe.
Be dead on, grand.
Maybe my family didn't think it was an option. It was like, get on the fucking boat. Get the fuck.
You know what I mean?
Right? A new, better world out there. It used to be America, like, back in the day.
Yeah, I didn't have to go that far anymore, fuck's sake.
Well, that's funny because, like, there wasn't warfare back then. It was just you were starving.
Yeah.
And you went even further. Right? It's like, no, England don't have food.
So, what actually caused the famine? Like, what actually made it happen?
English people, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
but
British impression.
But I'm not being sectarian. I literally think it was historically English landlords moving in and literally blighted the potatoes.
Aye.
So that like on purpose?
I think so. Yeah.
That's all right.
Well,
it's one of those things that is the historical fact, isn't it? Like,
I don't know anymore. I mean,
but then it's always like the they always try to pave over kind of stuff like that. It was like, oh, it was a famine. Like, oh, they didn't have the potatoes. And it was like, no, I think there were potatoes lying about for a time until they were picked up and fucked away.
I mean, is potatoes literally the only thing Ireland has? I don't think so.
Do you know what I mean?
No,
could agree plenty more. Like,
bananas.
Good.
Bananas. We could agree Could have grew a set of balls and fucking.
What?
The Americans did it. Fuck. Got them half out.
Aye, we did.
Aye, but sure, now we have Tayto. Like, you know what I mean? Fuck 'em. We've got Tayto crisps.
So, like, Tayto, you know what?
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Tayto are literally probably the best crisps in the world. If you're talking
great,
like just
they're
a
great,
crisp,
Yeah.
They are
like
great.
we're not talking like Watsits and all.
Yeah,
all
just
that.
compared to Walkers.
Yeah.
Tayto Walkers. There's no fucking.
or Lay's in America.
Yeah, Lay's in America.
It's probably the
Tayto.
equivalent of
Tayto all the way. Like,
And you know what's an interesting fact?
America.
The first people to ever put what's the word I'm looking for?
words.
What's the word I'm looking for?
What, flavors?
Flavor.
Or flavors?
The first people to ever put flavouring on crisps was Tayto.
Right?
No one in the whole world done that yet.
What?
It was like 1940s, 50s.
Hang on.
Tayto.
Hang on.
I don't think that's true.
Hang on now.
I don't think
Right,
that's true.
let's look it up.
Aye.
I don't, you'll have to
That
look
should be
it up.
taught in our schools. Like, what the fuck?
Basically,
Here, prove that in the comments if anybody can
I'm
be.
telling you.
Jimmy, pull that up. Jimmy, pull that up.
Jamie?
Where's Jimmy? Where's Jimmy? You don't have a Jimmy? Who the fuck?
Oh,
Oh, fuck's sake. Gareth, pull that up and waste time here.
You can barely pull up.
I can barely pull myself off. Never mind.
Got the tablet out, lads.
Nah, that's it.
He's ready.
Do you know what it is?
Aye.
Set up, Adam.
Of course
That's
it's what it is.
terrible.
That's
that.
mental if that's true. Like,
Just
I
believe
didn't
me.
know, I had no
Actually,
idea.
just believe you.
Yeah.
I thought walkers were the first. Or
I
something.
will literally. I'll flag this right, and I'll put verified or not verified.
Okay.
False
Okay.
information. You're getting flagged.
Fair enough.
Fake news. It's fake news. Actually, it was.
So it was just salt and vinegar, was it? Until then, or not
I
even?
think it might have been salted.
Just ready salt.
Or I think it was salt before that because you could fucking put salt in chips. Why not? But they invented like a condensed, like sort of, you know, like the fucking packets of
Powder.
seasoning powder. Yeah.
Right.
And I can't remember what the flavor was. It might have been cheese and onion.
I remember
remember.
seeing a clip actually recently. It was like 1960 or something, and it was like a journalist going about the streets and like asking, you know, it was like a wee vox pop going like, "Here's no flavour crisps. What do you think of this?"
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it was like a wee old woman going like,
That's right. Yeah.
"Oh, that's weird," and he's like, "Get the flavour," and she'd just be like, I don't know what that could be. And she'd be like, "Is it cheese?" He'd be like, "No, it's actually prawn cocktail."
I've seen that. I've seen that. It's like a 1940s, 50s, and it's the fucking that voice is perfect. Like it's that voice. Like
He's
that's
like,
the
"No,
flavor,
you're fucking
miss."
wrong.
You're fucking wrong. Dead wrong.
Fucking, see, if somebody can get this right, fucking eat my crisps. Fucking going about the street.
It's like they're just used to like what is that?
Very good.
Yeah, it's like salt and vinegar. It's like prawn cocktail, and they're like, I have no idea what that is.
They're probably like, "What the fuck is prawn cocktail? What?
Cocktail? Christmas dinner? What the fuck?
You're in North Belfast? What the fuck is a prawn?"
I know, it's like, the fuck would it be? Like, it's pasty supper flavour. Did you mention it? Sausage and chips.
stop it.
Sausage, beans, chips, and eggs. That would do really well as a flavour.
Sausage
Like,
beans, mate. I've been eating
that
so
shit.
much sausage beans and chips lately.
so good. Like,
That's good shit. Like, that's good shit.
Fucking
That's the
hell.
best.
that's a workman's dinner. Like,
Aye.
see, like I always equate that to my dad coming home. He's a labourer. He would come home, and that would be the dinner on the table. It was just a workman's dinner. It's just like hard day's work.
It is nice. Like,
Sausage,
Aye.
beans, chips, and it has to be egg.
It's-
Like, it
it-
has to be egg, fried egg. Like,
A wee egg on there. Is it?
oh, it has to be.
I could go mess on the egg. Like,
I did.
No, you don't
miss
really
out
like
the egg,
eggs.
like.
But no, it's simple, and I'm not a great cook, so it's like right up my alley. It's like fucking sausage, beans, and chips. I won't burn the house down, and it'll be nice enough. So
Yeah, fuck. You could do a lot
Some
worse.
people can't do that even, fuck's sake. We had a friend who couldn't slice cheese. That's not even a over exaggeration. Like, I was cutting cheese, making dinner one day, and had to go
I was gonna say, is
do
that
something.
innuendo for fart or something like that?
Like, I couldn't fart.
Literally couldn't slice cheese, right?
His arms was that size. He was like sitting on a hotter. He's like sitting on a space hopper. I can't do it.
I need a doctor. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Put a pin in it.
No, literally, I was slicing cheese in the kitchen, and I had to go do something. I was like, "Here, you finish cutting the cheese for me," and I went away and did whatever, and come back. He was like, "Oh, I'll do that for you now."
What the?
He took a knife and all off me, and I went away, come back, and I come back maybe 5-10 minutes later, and he was just like sort of sawing into the big block of cheese like that, and he was halfway through it.
You were
That's
gone
it.
for like a half an hour.
That's sort of fuck. And he was like, "I've never had to do this before."
It's like,
You know what I'm
hold
talking
on,
about?
give me 5
yeah.
minutes. He goes to the shop, comes back with sliced cheese. Like, "Here you go." Fucking-
He's one of those guys. I think there's something wrong with him, but he's very like. He was very mothered and very, you know, he just didn't have to do
Like literally
anything
couldn't
ever.
make toast. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? that way.
Like I wouldn't be surprised if his ma at 24 years of age carried him to the bath.
All right.
But I still washed him, like,
Yeah.
you know, just
Left it
that kind of guy.
Yeah. Speaking of toast, like I mean, you can't really go wrong with toast. But it was like recently, like my girlfriend was like, could you make me? I don't know if you can make me toast. She was like, I like some toast, but no, you'd probably get it wrong. And I was like, yeah, I'll get it wrong, like toast. She was like, no, hold on a minute. What do you mean I can make toast, like, and like made the toast, came back, and she's like, no, that's
wrong.
That's wrong. It's too toasted. And you're like, shit. So I had to make like 3 rounds of toasty times. Like, is that? No, that's too late. And you're like, oh fucking hell. And then, like, she's like, that's how I like my toast. And I was like, right. So it's like I need to fucking take a visual, like a photograph in my mind. Like, that's how toasted you like your toast.
She just needs
The
to be
spectrum of toast, eh?
She just needs to be a little less fucking particular about toast.
But hang on,
She knows
where
what
is
she
it?
likes. She knows what she
Where is
likes.
it on the spectrum of toast? Where does she like it?
It's like middle, very middle. So it's not
Asperger's.
like
Somewhere there.
It's mild. It's
I'll
mild.
soon get her tested.
Oh, stop.
But we got there.
But like, so
eventually.
we're like
It's like it's just before like
toasted.
just before toasted. Yeah. Just
I know
before it
what you
reached
mean.
toasted.
So not
Max-
toast and
The
bread.
bread's still
Aye, like-
whitish
Yeah.
and not fully browned.
I used to be
Yeah,
like that. I used to be like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you ever see that meme or picture, or whatever, where it's like there's like 1 to 10 of how you like your tea, and then 1 to 10 of how you like your toast.
Yeah.
It's like, and you pick either. What are you? You're like, I'm like a 4
right,
and a
okay.
5, or I'm like a 1 and a 10. You know,
People
But,
are particular with their tea.
Okay.
Like
yeah.
Tea, I'm pretty particular about my tea, I suppose.
you like a strong tea or
Yeah, you have to leave the tea bag in.
You leave the
cup.
tea. Thank fuck.
Yeah.
Like again, my girlfriend's like, you don't leave the tea bag.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, you don't
do,
leave the
it's
tea
like-
bag. People do it.
Yeah, it is. It's like brewing your own wee mini
We do
pot of
too,
tea.
like-
Like it's class. I
Plus,
like
it gets stronger and stronger,
Yeah, as you take
and I don't
a pot
mind
of
that.
tea.
You know,
what I mean?
Yeah.
Class.
But like,
Up
yeah,
the tea, like.
people are like sacrilege when they're like, "Fucking leave a tea bag in." Fuck it, I don't have
Yeah.
time to be brewing nothing.
Yeah.
I put a tea bag in, milk, away I go. And people will go, "Geez, that's a milky cup of tea." I'm like,
Yeah.
Just wait it out.
Just
Although
wait.
I'll not be that bad. I will wait and stir it and all and let it brew a wee
Yeah.
bit first and then drink it.
Well,
and
what
leave the tea bag in.
what I do is I just dip the tea bag sort of in and out like
Aye.
a biscuit. You know, just.
I actually
swirl it
like a
around.
milky cup of tea though. It's nice.
Milky.
It is nice.
I like it a bit milky. Yeah.
Not bad.
me.
Sugar,
Yeah.
boys.
Nah.
Nah, sweet enough, mate.
Oh,
Yeah, fuck right. No.
I like sugar, man. Like, fuck's
Yeah.
I haven't took sugar in mine since I was 14.
nice, yeah,
15.
Yeah, you haven't done it in years.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And then now, like, if you give me a cup of tea with sugar in it, spit in your face. Like, it's just, I
Did you
can't.
take sugar in your tea?
When before I was
remember
like
that.
14, like really young, and then some day I just stopped, and then I can.
I think
never
I
go
used
back.
to not have sugar in my tea and then turned, as I got older, start putting sugar in my tea.
But
You know?
people change, you know. Like it's
I know, it's wild.
You're supposed to change. Like,
Yeah.
it's funny that.
I don't sugar my tea and I don't salt my food because I've always been a bit of a big fella, like, so it's like I can do without these. Like I eat enough crap.
Yeah.
Like I won't salt my food, I won't put sugar in my tea. Like
If
you know,
that's enough.
Yeah, fuck's sake.
I don't salt my kebabs.
I try. No, if you're doing that, fuck me. Too much. Yeah, no, you can't do that. Like, can you? I try not to use salt as well on stuff. Just 'cause
Apparently,
Yeah.
like,
black people and heart attacks.
well, it's been coming
Regular
back.
table salt.
It's been coming back that, you know, like salt isn't as bad as people made out to be. You know, it's getting a lot more research.
I know, but like
into
it's
it, you know.
already in there. If you know what I mean. So then when you get the salt and then fuck
That's what I mean. I find that you hardly ever need salt on tea.
Yeah.
You know.
It's supposed to be a bit rude as well. If like somebody's making you a meal as well, you're not supposed to like be like, oh, I could use a bit of salt. Like,
I'll finish cooking it for you to my specifications.
because I swear, like I remember when I was young, I could swear that there was an advert on TV. I remember like I was 10 years of age or something, and it was like an advert saying like like people having heart attacks, going like, oh Jesus Christ, and, I'm like, oh, and then it'd be like salt, like the silent killer, and I remember going like, fuck that, I'm not fucking having salt.
It's
It
drilled
scared
in
me
this.
off. I
No.
could swear, I don't know if I'm
I
making it
know
up or
something
not.
along the lines of salt will kill you, and like
Pretty much.
Aye.
yeah.
Like just a wee bag of salt with a knife coming in your house. I like. There's a lot of things that got when we were kids, like indoctrinated into us, like butter for one. Butter's unhealthy. Eat margarine. And all
I know.
this.
Fuck me.
And the funny thing, the opposite.
The
is
opposite,
true.
like
Margarine's
margarine
really
is
bad
so
for you.
bad. Like
I thought margarine would worse
it's
than butter.
basically plastic. Yeah, it's worse. Yeah.
Aye.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. But people think saturated fats and all that, like butter and all that, are the devil. But all like literally, like I'm a massive fucking nerd for all this shit. Like, but that was a whole ploy by big corp.
Oh, and I'm the conspiracy theorist. You know what I mean?
But I'm like in the
I'm a
nutrition.
tinfoil hatter as well. Like,
Well, too big.
Jake's into like
Hey,
All that shit. Look,
go set. Go. I got all fucking. I back up everything that I believe.
it's like I wouldn't say anything that I would.
But here-
like,
talking
yeah,
about, like,
evidence or,
yeah.
like,
Here's the thing
yeah,
as
name
well.
on.
I don't like.
Sorry, go ahead.
I do like the butter and all that. Like I believe it.
The butter conspiracy.
Strap yourselves in. You butter believe it.
Netflix documentary coming out here.
Christ, like,
So like rapeseed oil and seed oils.
right.
Flag that. Can't say. Need to say. what do you say? Sexually molested oil.
Non-consented oil. Fuck. That's horrible. Shit.
Sorry. Well, those seed oils, they were so easy to
Of course
produce.
you can say that.
They were so easy to produce back in the day that companies they got the idea like, fuck, we should market this as healthier than butter. Because we're going to make a lot of money. And like, long story short, that's what it was. It was just
Either way, look.
big companies saying this is way healthier for you, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And then no one done the studies and no one really cared. But then about 10 years after this, there was a group that was sorry, I just fucking choked on my own spit there a second.
Happens to the best.
I'm just coming back from a whooping cough. They
You fucking didn't have whooping cough. Fuck up.
I fucking
Carry
did.
on.
Was.
Take a Beechams and fuck up.
Fucking lock it. Be all right. So they got about, I think it was like 15,000 people. Half of them were on butter and half of them were on using oils or whatever the fuck, to cook their food. And initially, the ones with butter seemed like their health was declining because they were putting on more weight, this and that. But in the long run, people, and they couldn't study for the long run, so it took them a long time to do this study. After about 10 or 15 years, the people on seed oils were starting to die of heart failure, heart attacks, all this stuff.
Right.
And the people on saturated fats like butter, they were fine.
Right? Huh.
Their heart health was way
I
way better.
everything in butter.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Everything.
same here, really.
Everything. Every bacon, steak, chicken.
I'll say this:
all of it.
there's more calories in
Lather
it,
it
but
butter,
there's
like,
What?
yeah.
Makes it tastier. Look.
Fucking lovely.
all
and
it is
it's
there's
just
more
good for you,
calories,
like.
but the benefits of
Yeah,
the
but
actual
fuck calories, fine.
Yeah.
Aye.
Fine.
This is what seed oils have an oxidation sort of. What's the word? Fuck words today, right? They oxidize in your blood like 100 times faster than butter does. So what that does is literally ages you faster. It ages your heart. It ages everything that do your whole
Speeds up
fucking,
your metabolites fucking thing
speeds
or
up
whatever.
your whole. We aren't scientists. We don't really know, but something to do with seed oils will speed up all that process, and that's why your heart is like 20 years. You are 20 years older than it should be when you're eating seed oils your whole life.
Right.
Which butter doesn't do.
Because it gets in your blood.
Yeah, it oxidizes your red blood cells.
You're just shooting up butter, just fucking.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. Butter's
Just eat
fine.
sticks of butter.
Yeah, just butter. But yeah, seed
No, but
oils.
right enough,
Stay
I
away
swear
from
to
seed
fuck.
oils is what I'm saying.
I've been cooking shit butter for a long time now, and I feel better
Right.
than using fucking olive oil or sunflower oil or anything like that. I just feel better.
Would you even say you feel butter?
Fuck off.
Dave's not here.
That's a David joke I have to make.
Fuck's sake. Right, guys, I have to bring it up again, and we've done it for like 3 episodes, but we still have to talk about it. Baby Reindeer, have you seen it?
Yeah.
But like now it's took to the next level. Has everyone seen this now?
Yeah.
Taking on
What
a new.
the fuck?
Yeah.
I did watch the
Too
Piers Morgan
far.
interview now.
Didn't see
I
that
that Piers
yet.
Morgan interview, but then after now
What's happened now?
What's happening
like
now?
so literally Netflix were in front of like a parliamentary group of the government trying to explain to the government, because everyone's locked onto this thing now that at the start of the series it says this is a true story.
Aye.
We're trying to investigate
like-
something, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says this is a true story, and like at the end she's convicted and all. you know, and goes to prison for 9 months or whatever, and blah blah blah.
So that's not true. No, that part's not true.
No, but like,
right. Well, that's
it's exaggerated, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's a story. So, like, in my opinion, firstly, right, all that has to have happened to him for him to write that story is to be stalked and probably dated like a trans person.
But he probably should have said based on a true story then.
But that's not him, is it? But you think that you need to make that comparison? So now they're going in front of Netflix, in front of the government, being like, we are sorry for whatever, you know, it is true and this, and I don't know what the fuck's going on, but it's going to a level of like going to court and shit, you know?
Yeah. I think
You know?
I didn't know that. Yeah, so she didn't go to prison, but in the show, the character goes to
The
prison.
character.
Well, it's not
Because it's not her
proven.
name. Like,
You know what I mean? It's not her name.
No.
This is not.
It's
like,
not actually her, it's a fictionalized.
The funny thing that I
story.
thought was like she came out and she's like, I'm not this person, or you know, okay, I knew Richard Gadd and I knew him, and this is all not me. I didn't do any of this stuff, and I want recompensation for all this shit.
Yeah.
But she's never going to get anything if she does that way. The only way she would have got anything if she came out and goes, yes, that person's definitely me, and now it's ruining my life. I want
But that's kind of
compensation.
what
Right,
she's
yeah,
saying too.
I've heard-
At the same time, in the same breath, she was saying that.
Yeah.
She's like saying that he's used my like you know, he's used the idea of me and twisted it into something that's not me.
Yeah, even though it's
Well,
You know,
you
definitely,
can do that. You
definitely.
can
Oh,
fairly
she's
do that
crazy.
about anything.
Yeah.
You can be inspired.
Yeah.
You know,
And like, even if she just was a bit annoying to him or something, he's still allowed to write a story.
yeah.
But it does say this is a true story.
Right. Yeah.
You know, at the
Also,
start.
though, if she's claiming she's not Martha, right?
Is that what it is?
She could be like, if she's claiming she's not Martha, all Richard Gadd has to do is go, yeah, she's not Martha. I don't know what she's talking about.
That's not her, that's a
not the
crazy
woman
version.
that's not the woman I based it on. I know what she's talking about.
Yeah,
And then she'll be like,
Then
oh,
she's
no,
fucked.
actually, I've got 43,000 emails. What are you talking about? No, it is me. Fucking-
But I suppose that's interesting. Like, you know,
So now he
they're-
might be in trouble.
It's a
Yeah.
phenomenon. Like, it really made him famous. Like,
Yeah.
it's
I was so excited when I seen the advert. Like, I remember going like, the advert is not. Like, it's advertising like a different show. Like I was watching the advert and I was like, oh my god, that looks so fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
It
exciting.
does.
Like, comedian
I didn't
getting stuck.
see.
What a funny idea. And then I was like, oh, I got my girlfriend was like, we need to watch this show, and we got it. And it was like, oh, that's bad. And then you get there and then you're like, fuck me, that's depressing. Oh my god.
You're like, it's going to be the comedy of the year.
Yeah, I was expecting a laugh. This is fucking horrible.
Oh,
Jeepers.
it's a mad
harrowing,
story.
like,
It
It's
is
a
harrowing.
great show.
harrowing,
Like,
like-
after you're like, that was something. Like, that was real.
Everybody I've talked to has been like, that's probably one of the best things I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was fucking amazing.
amazing.
Well done. Like,
And that's why I kind of believe him more, because it felt so
Definitely.
real, because he's showing like the bad side of him also.
Yeah.
He's not making her a complete villain.
Yeah.
oh, like,
And that's the thing, you know?
yeah, the woman standing up saying she's not Martha. She's trying to make herself look so good.
Yeah.
You know, where he's like, I'm a cunt as well.
Yeah,
Aye,
like,
yeah,
it's
he-
pretty much half my fault. Like,
Yeah.
It was really insightful on his part. Like,
Yeah,
I thought
it
so.
was like, here, this guy, he's really delving into their characters, especially himself. And, but the one thing, I still think it's quite weird, Harry, when you learn that that's him, he's playing
Yeah, himself.
and
Yeah.
he wrote this, and
Yeah.
you know, this is his
Yeah.
ideal, the story. I was like, why did he have to cast himself? That's meant. Like, if
Isn't it,
if he did all that,
yeah,
Yeah.
put himself
why did
through
he
it
cast
again enough.
himself?
Fucking right.
It's not like he got the woman to be like, here, do you want to play this character? Like,
Right,
fucking
no,
here, be class. You know, you know our banter and all. Remember all that? We'll film it all again.
Fuck that.
Like,
Apparently,
what the fuck?
That's a good point.
Yeah. Like,
apparently,
why does he have to play himself? Like, fucking, she didn't.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I think the stage show.
Fuck's
I think the stage show was just him.
Yeah, he played everybody.
Yeah, or like the Martha was like a chair or whatever, like a
Mm-hmm.
prop on the stage, and he just like you know acted to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we fucked it. Go through all that all the time.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
On stage, live your
nice.
worst moments on stage over and over again. It might be therapeutic, but it might be
Jesus.
damning.
Aye.
You know what I mean? So like, but also, so the other thing that they say she has a case on now is them saying that this is a true story, and then also having no duty occur towards her for not hiding it as well, because they're basically saying, look, anybody who's not an idiot could find out that that's that woman in 10
Yeah.
minutes if
You
you
just
didn't go
didn't-
on
yeah,
the
you just
internet. You just didn't hide her character well enough.
Yeah.
But why should he or Netflix have a duty occur towards
Don't know.
some woman who's supposedly a nutcase?
Like,
like-
yeah, if she's convicted,
If
of
she
shit.
is, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't get it. Like,
because it's again still a fictional character. Like
Yeah.
it's only
It can be inspired by
not
someone.
named,
Like,
yeah.
Where's the like who's a serial killer that's still alive?
do you know them? Because they're not caught yet.
Let's just pretend, right? Jeffrey Dahmer, right? They're making plenty of movies about him. Where's his
Aye.
case? That's me. They're saying it's me.
Yeah.
It is you. Yeah, but I want. I know.
Yeah.
But I want compensation to ruin my life.
In my life.
I think it's obviously become a bit more of a sensitive issue because like Piers Morgan's went out and like got her and it's like gave her a platform, and then it's like, oh, well, this woman, you know, it does look like, you know, has, you know, some issues, you know,
Yeah.
and then it's
Definitely.
like, well, oh, bugger, like, you know, she needs to be possibly cared for, and
But that's
you know,
what Richard God said, isn't it? She's
Yeah.
just a lady that needs help.
Yeah,
she needs a lot of
feels
help.
sorry. But then also, Richard Gadd's arguably mentally unwell also, and he was given a
Yeah.
platform.
Aye.
You know.
She needs to make her own Netflix show, like.
Yes,
That's
back like do you remember fucking what were they called when we were kids? Jojo and fucking what was it?
Fuck you right back.
Yes, fuck's sake. Oh, what is it?
Jojo and your man, like that, they had two love songs. It was the same
there
song,
was two
but
love songs, and
both
like he released
tracks
one,
on each
and it's
other.
about like him breaking up with her, and like fuck you ho and all.
Yeah.
And then she released one like fuck you right back and shit. That's what they need to do. Like
I came out when we were in school.
Yeah,
I
that was
remember we
amazing.
were all like watching, going like, "Oh, so there's his like song back in
we
her."
believed it,
Like,
like we believed it.
So it's like a rap beef, but we're going to do a Netflix beef. You know, shows.
Oh fuck's
but they
sake.
used the same beat and the same song.
Yeah, it was the same sample of both songs. Oh, we were idiots, but
Aye, fucking
class though. Oh, what was he? What was he called? I know she was Jojo.
Yeah.
But what was his name? I can't. Can you remember what
I
I'm
don't
talking
know. I
about?
can't remember that now.
I'm gonna have to fucking find it.
Something.
Hang on. You
I can't
carry
remember
on.
that.
Fuck you
I
right
can't
back.
Fuck you right back, you bitch. No, I can't remember that.
Fuck, I remember like music videos back in the day. Like they were very big, obviously. You know, like they were huge.
Like
and-
I waited around on Sky, like I was a big metalhead, like, and I
Aye,
literally
same.
just Kerrang and do you ever remember the channel Scuzz?
Scuzz.
Kerrang, Scuzz, just waiting for a song that I like to come on, just
Aye.
flicking between them
Yeah.
forever. What about that beef with Kendrick Lamar and fucking? I don't know enough about that. Jake might know.
Eamon. He was just called Eamon.
Eamon.
Is he
Eamon.
from here?
Eamon and
Fuck
Down the
you.
road.
Eamon. Jesus Christ.
Eamon and Jojo.
Eamon. Fuck me.
Some beef.
Sorry, Kendrick and who?
Kendrick and Drake have a beef, don't they?
Kendrick and Drake.
Do you
I was
not know
going to say
this?
Kendrick and Lamar there.
Kendrick
That's
and
just
Lamar.
both his names. Why, what's their crack?
I don't know. I thought you'd know more about this. You're into that. I don't know.
I don't like either of those people.
I love Kendrick Lamar. Like,
He's a good artist, but I don't like,
I like both
like
their
him.
music, but I'm
Yeah.
not into it. Like, you
don't
know.
like Drake's music that much, to be honest.
I
Not
don't
for
really
me, like,
listen to them very much
Yeah,
either.
I wouldn't listen to
Hotline
Drake, like,
Bling,
but
like.
whatever. You know, he brings out a song.
Ah, yeah, he's
like,
good
that's
at
all
it,
right.
he's good.
But I have actively listened to Kendrick Lamar and been like, that.
Yeah, no, he's got some.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, why would I know about this?
I don't know. It's all over the place, and you're into more rap than I am. Like,
Yeah, but good rap.
Shots fired.
That's fine.
But
I don't know what button to press.
I would have ate you to
I don't know what
fuck up.
button to press.
Yeah, that button works.
I would have ate you to fuck up.
Yeah. You'll hear
Anyway,
that.
go ahead. What's going on? I know they're having
don't like each
they're
other.
having an argument, but I don't know why or what over. Or maybe it's the fact that
I think
Drake's
one
a fucking
one prefers the toilet seat up, and the other prefers it down, and they're like,
for what?
Yeah.
Up or down for what?
just
M's fighting
just leaving
words,
it,
like.
just leaving it down.
I after or for what?
Piss.
Well,
Who
Why?
leaves it up in the shit? You fall down.
that's
Like,
what I'm saying.
if
That would be something to start a beef over. wouldn't
who's
it?
actually
There
lifting the
is
toilet
people-
seat up
Yep,
and
yep.
shitting
Your
on
man.
the fucking the bowl like a fucking
Yeah,
you
your
know.
man.
There's some dodgy toilets, you know, especially at bars. You're like, I'm gonna have to chance it. Take
Alright,
the
no,
fucking
yeah.
rim off.
and hover, do the hover job. Like.
Aye.
Your man, he goes on Shane Todd all the time, but Shane Todd's podcast, he shits onto the rim.
Who?
Forget his name. Fuck's sake.
Which one?
Forget his name.
What does he look
I don't
like?
want to say the wrong
shit
name as
rimmer?
well. I bump into him. Like,
What's he
you
look
told
like?
me you fucking saying
No.
that shit in fucking toilets.
What's he look like?
Bastard.
What's he look
Got a
like? I'll flag
beard.
it. I'll flag it.
He's got a beard.
Oh, that narrows it down. Was it Daniel Quinn?
No.
Shane Todd, new guest. Shitting without the rim.
There's, I think I seen a clip or something where they're talking. He was also talking.
William Thompson.
No. He was talking about washing his dick as well once. And
Is he a regular or just some guy?
He was like, he can't he can't help but get a little hard every time he washes his dick in the sink because you're going against it. It feels nice. That guy, I'm pretty sure he says he.
I'm glad someone else washes their dick in the sink like me.
Toilet seat up.
I can like name a load of people that's been on shit of like Alan Irwin, Dave Elliott. Was it
Dave Elliott? Big guy. Is he a big guy?
I think so. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Sorry, Alan
Kieran
Irwin and
Bartlett.
Dave Elliott.
It's on the clip, you know what I mean?
Kieran Bartlett.
No, it's not Kieran Bartlett.
Andrew Ryan.
No. Sorry, boys.
Fucking Aaron Butler.
No, fuck.
Who knows?
I seen you had Shane Todd on there a wee while ago. Like,
Yeah,
good crack,
it was because just like yourself, we're just like messaging people, and you know, like this seems to be like one of the best things. Like I was saying to Shane, I was saying to a couple of people, like I was in the music, we're in the music business
Yes,
as
I
well,
remember
and I was
hearing
in
yous
like,
were all into-
and I like, you see when you message like singers or musicians, it's hard to get a reply, you know. But like for some reason, people will just be on your podcast. It's brilliant. The people will just go, "Of course I will. Come talk shite for an hour. Aye, why not?" You know.
yeah, no,
Who's
it's Dave Elliott. Sorry,
Elliott.
Dave Elliott for outing you, like, but
Dave Elliott.
But it's on a clip. We didn't. You done it yourself. Sorry. Like. Yeah.
so he shits without the rim. Like
Yeah, that's what he says. That's what he's saying, isn't it?
Did I?
Hang on. So he's talking about washing his willy and getting the Sammy here, right?
Which is only
it's only natural.
like
you know.
Yeah. Well,
Hang
can
on.
you actually hear what that's gonna? I can't
No,
hear,
no.
Right,
It's
right.
just the.
Ah, fuck it.
Because look, there's a wee picture of a toilet. No. You know.
But that is, unless it's a really bad like rim or like seat.
I think it's doable. Like.
I can see why maybe like you're saying, Daniel, like in a fucking public toilet where the
Aye.
seat just looks
Oh,
no go.
I think. Do you know what he was saying? I think I misremembered. I think he says after he takes a shit, he has to wash his dick in the sink because the water splashes up after you flush the toilet.
Right.
I think that's what it was.
What's that got to do with sitting on a rim?
Don't know. Sorry.
you kind of want to fucking just have a shower or something like after that. You know
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
That's
Yeah.
nasty.
Yeah, especially if it's some toilet water you just don't know. Like,
Airports or something's bad one. Like
I hate that.
when you have to shit and go in the airport, like that's bad.
But I will make sure, like, I'll put loads of toilet roll down to make sure no splash happens, like, you know. So it like the shit comes down into like a wee, you know, like a like
Paint
one
the picture, please.
Yeah, like a stunt man comes and drops onto one and boom, that's my shit coming out and like
It just slowly sinks.
that's a wee stunt drop. And then the real shit comes out. First the stunt shit, and the real shit, right?
Fuck's sake.
That's a mad shit. Like,
It is. Yeah, no,
do you
fucking.
go up to Belfast yourselves often, or like
It would be like-
travel up
Yeah,
at all, or-
not
See,
too regular.
Belfast is like, it is like the place because we're not
Yeah.
too far from it. Like it'll be like we've been up and down all our lives. It's not like you can't not go to Belfast. It's just,
Aye.
but yeah, we wouldn't go up much for drinking anymore or anything like.
Yeah, not for drinking or anything.
Yeah,
Like.
No.
No.
but
Shopping and stuff, like, you know what I mean? Or if you need to get stuff like that, but I wouldn't really go out in Belfast.
we wouldn't go out
anymore.
anywhere. Like just a drink in the house, you know. But
Aye.
me and Jake used to live in Belfast, and it was
Yes.
was enough.
Yeah, that's right.
it was enough for us. Like,
Aye.
Holy Lands was mental, like.
yeah.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of stories, like, seen a lot of videos.
Were you in uni yourself?
No,
Or are you in uni?
it's only recently I found out I wasn't a student. I would say, you know, my girlfriend, I went to tech, like, and got a media diploma. It's like,
Right.
you know,
Oh, right,
like,
yeah.
which is equivalent to 3 A levels, which my girlfriend's like, it's not.
Yeah.
It's like, I was fucking told it was.
Fuck up and toast your toast,
It's
Billy.
actually, it's actually GCSEs.
So I'd be like, I remember I was a student in, you know, Biffy Tech, and my girlfriend turned to me and was like, you weren't a fucking student? And I was like, what? What do you mean? I went to tech, you know, I got a media diploma. And she was like, you're only a student if you go to university? And I'm like, have you been walking around telling everybody you were a student? And I was like, oh shit, was that not a
You
student?
were working in the kitchen. You were fucking dinner lady.
Like, I
stop
didn't go to university. I was like, I thought I was also like, I mean, I went to the student union, like, for the cheap pints, fuck's sake.
Well, you're a student.
Remember
then.
how cheap the drink was?
Oh,
Holy
jeez.
fuck.
Those were the days, like.
I got a pint not too long ago. I was in Belfast for whatever reason. £5.10, like.
It's even dearer now. Look, it's $5.40.
Yeah.
$5.40 for a Guinness and Kelly's.
Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
Student Union, it was 3 pints of tennis for a $5. I'll never forget it. Those were the days. Like, boy,
class,
but,
Did you ever go to Oktoberfest?
yeah, been once or twice.
It's good crap.
that was
like.
good shit.
The one here, like in Belfast.
Yeah.
Or like, I thought you meant like in Germany or something.
That's a bit far.
That's something else.
That would be fun, though.
That would be class.
That would be fun.
I love beer. Like,
Or the worst experience ever. Who knows?
Yeah.
yeah.
I have a stain in the house, big fucking stain. Class.
That's like 3 of them and you're gone.
Yeah, they are.
Yep. And then back when we were younger, pardon me, you could drink at least 5 of them or 6 of them because you could put shit away more without passing out. I think I could anyway. But you were drunk after 2 or 3, and then that was it. You could have stopped.
Yeah.
But nah, you got to just keep going until you end up lying in a corner vomiting. You know what I mean? I don't do that anymore.
I lost my shoes one time we were at Oktoberfest. Just lost my shoes.
Right. I'll never forget it. Do you know why I'll never forget it? Because I bought you those shoes.
Yeah, that's right.
I bought you those shoes.
Got it than him.
He got he got like his student loan,
You know.
and we went down to Belfast.
And
all
we
happy,
were, but like, see,
brand new
beforehand,
shoes.
we were fucking like, I was plastic bags around my feet, and my shoes had holes in my fucking shoes, and it was wet. And we went down to Belfast and bought like clothes and shoes, and we got like, what were they, Nike 6.0s? I think we got the same shoes, did we?
So it's really nice,
But different colours. And I bought him a pair, and I got a pair. And then we went, I think, like that night or the night after to Oktoberfest, and he got so drunk that he ended up, I don't know what to do. What did you do?
Jumped over a fence and ran away.
Jumped over a fence
Into the
and
night.
ran into
Your
the night.
brand new shoes, like fucking these got these are class.
I run so fast.
ran completely out of them.
Just run around in circles, half block.
And he just turned up in the morning, fucked and no shoes.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I can't even remember what happened, but I remember being like on the Ormer Road,
Aye.
just fun enough, close enough to
Where you
Holy
live,
Lands,
yeah.
but I didn't know that's where it was, and I had no shoes, maybe no top, and I was like, oh, I think I rang the police to lift me home. And I was like, fuck this, I don't know where I am. Just too drunk, look.
Fuck.
I hate that shit. Like,
Always
I remember
that
one Halloween that I went out dressed as a woman and came back without my wig, like, so it was pretty good. They woke up in a dress, like, oh fuck, I'm Alex.
how's anybody gonna believe I'm a woman now?
I'm just a man in a dress now.
What kind of a woman did you dress up as?
Just
Your average bog standard.
I was like 19 or something, and I was like, I
Was
bought
she
like
a promiscuous woman?
a cheap dress, like
Tina
the
Turner.
cheapest dress out of Primark, and was like, that'll probably fit me. I'm not going to try it on, like, well, we'll bring it home and see what happens. And it's class crack, like,
Yeah, fucking those are the days. Like,
Aye.
I can't remember. Like, what's the maddest Halloween costume?
Jeez, who knows?
Fuck.
The woman.
The woman maybe?
No, I think it was like the year before or something. I was like 18. Went out dressed as Hitler.
Oh, right, sweet.
You couldn't do that nowadays.
No.
Like, but back in the day, it was all
Fuck's
fun and
sake.
games, but you couldn't do that nowadays. Like,
Come on, like,
Imagine
I fucking went full whack as well. Like,
that's
that's
great.
class, but imagine imagine doing that now.
I don't have a comedy career, like, so I can't get cancelled. So
Just fucking stop it.
I had swastika and everything, lad.
You should be able to do that.
Don't
it's
say it.
satire, like,
Fire, I'm really joking.
Satire.
I'm really joking. But hey, that's fucking. That's,
was-
do you know what I mean? That's when
Those were the
when
days.
times were good.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
when
That's
people could
times
take a
were
joke.
good.
That's Hitler! Everybody!
That's fucking well done, son. That's well done.
Had a dyed mustache and everything.
Did you actually? That's
I
class.
miss.
Brilliant.
Cut that out. But no, it was like fucking. It was like I was like 18. It was what fucking.
Do you know what's
back in
also
the days, It was
fine?
a bit of crack, like.
There was no video phones back then and all that
Aye.
shit, so you're sweet.
Yeah.
Oh,
No
there's
one
one
pull up
float.
now.
We'll find it. Wait until it gets big enough and we'll end his career.
Aye.
We'll sit on that for a while.
There's one or two photos out there, like, but I don't think Mark Zuckerberg's found it yet. But they've been deplatformed here.
Fuck. But that was the thing, like, Jake.
It's Halloween. I mean, it's Halloween. It wasn't like it was a Tuesday. It was Halloween.
Yeah.
So like, it's not an everyday occurrence for me. Like,
Jake went blackface before,
I went
but
blackface.
he is quarter black, so
I'm mixed
kind of.
race, right? I'm
Right,
mixed
so-
race, black, and I went blackface for the crack, and also put on monkey ears, right? And I got
And a
kicked out
monkey
of his
cut.
shop. He was like, "Get out! You can't do that. Oh my God. It was like,
I mean, that's worse than a Nazi. Like, come on.
And then he wipes he wipes it off. And he's like, get out, no black people.
Oh my God. He was in costume? What? Who the fuck was in costume?
He didn't even know. Didn't even know you were in costume. Just like, get out, no monkeys.
what kind of shit is this?
That's it. I'm putting a sign up. Fuck.
Oh fuck!
Oh, shit.
Sake, like. but nobody gets a joke anymore because that wasn't that long ago, and really, like
Halloween was like one of the best crack nights
Yeah.
for going out drinking.
Right.
Like,
And
you know,
the best thing was
I enjoyed it. When we were
shock
younger,
your
like.
mates. Shock your mates with the fucking worst costume ever. I don't think I ever done anything too controversial. Like,
Nah. And then, like to be honest, it didn't last that long for me. I stopped dressing up quite early. To be honest, it was like maybe.
well, we did go Slipknot like last year,
That wasn't last year, but
the year before me.
yeah, that was a
That
different
was funny.
story.
We literally went to a bar on Halloween night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No one.
No one.
Dressed up. Not
Yeah.
one person. Three. Or were you there? No.
No.
It was me, David, and Jake dressed. Or yeah, me, David, and Jake dressed as Slipknot, walking into this bar.
That's right.
All right. No one, like, it was like one of those, like the
We shouldn't have been doing it. We
you know,
shouldn't
the
have been doing
music.
it.
The music stops and the snooker. And we're just like, I was one with the big nose and all.
Yeah.
People were like wanking my nose all night, like.
fuck.
Fuck's sake, a few fights actually just started because of that.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, like.
We were
You just starting mosh pits or something? Like, you know,
Mind our own business.
pretty green eyes.
I was like, I think it was like 2 years ago or 3 years ago. I was Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
Oh, that's a good one.
class.
Like, that's a good
I
one.
shaved the goatee and everything, had a bandana. It was like 80s, like peak Hulk Hogan.
That's
It was, like,
a good one.
fucking-
Awesome.
Hulkmania.
Had the like I walked into the Chinese to get a Chinese before going out. I just walked in, was like, I pick up for Quinn.
Cut your hand in half, brother.
That's way funnier. I was going to
He's like,
say.
you not mean Hogan? Like,
That was brilliant.
and for like the next week, I walked around. I kept the goatee to my girlfriend's dismay. I was walking around with like his goatee, and the odd person would like walk past me going like, "Fucking nice goatee, Ireland." I was like, "I don't fucking
you.
keep this goatee."
Thanks, brother. I mean, thanks, brother.
Hulk Hogan's the man. Like. He's still going, isn't he? What happened to him?
Is he still going? Is he?
He not
He's
say,
still kicking,
he
like.
said the N-word or something, didn't he?
I think he did.
Oh, come on, he
My
gets an N-word
costumes are
pass.
not looking good right now. Like,
Shit.
Come on.
that's it. Halloween's cancelled. But I think he did something.
He gets an
like,
N-word pass. Like,
He
come on.
does 100%. I think he did. I think he's fine. I don't think he get cancelled. Like.
I'll be dressed up with Mel Gibson next.
Fuck's sake. He gets a pass
Roughly them
too.
all.
Mel Gibson gets a pass too. I like Mel Gibson. Fuck's
I
sake.
do too, but he has said some shit.
He has said some shit. Like,
Hey, sometimes you can say some shit, right?
Yeah.
And then you direct Braveheart, and you're all right.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still listening to Michael Jackson. Like, you know,
Fucking
Yeah,
right.
we were talking
Will
about
always.
this the other night, like I mean, or the other day on the podcast. It's still good music. It's I don't know.
Are you like? Is R. Kelly still playing?
Like I said, I still put on Ignition, fucking hot and fresh out the kitchen.
Aye.
Mama rolling this body.
Gary Glitter's Christmas song.
No, no.
Come on, who's with me?
No.
Who's with me, buddy?
That one can't do.
Another rock and roll Christmas.
R. Kelly was way like.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's mad stuff. The songs that he did, like, and then you find out, you know, where he is now. You know,
Who were saying that to? It
Shane
was-
Todd.
Yeah, he was.
There's always
Yeah, it was like it's like pretty much. I'll do a song called
aye, yeah.
I'm guilty. I did these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's literally the name of the song.
It was like that live Africa concert
Yes,
where
I
he's
think
like,
you were talking about that. That's
have you got your passport? Have you got your shots? Do you want to come back to America?
That's insane.
You know?
Insane.
And there's
like,
just like a bunch of African women like, oh,
Yeah.
please me.
I mean,
Madness.
that is crazy. Like,
Madness.
yeah.
Was that like trafficking? Like, what was he
Yeah.
doing? What was he doing?
And then sure,
Oh, yeah.
he was just probably taking them back and pissing on him. But then like, even before that, like back in the, I think it was either the late 80s or the early 90s, sure, he got that girl, Aaliyah Lopez,
Yeah.
remember? He got her parents to sign her over to him so they could marry when she was 13. And it was all out in the open and all. And everyone was just like, that's all right. He's just helping her with her career. And then like he was sort of like on this whole thing of like, oh, he's not gonna like have a relationship with her until she's of age and all this shit, and everyone was all right with it.
It's similar what Elvis did, isn't it?
Yeah, right enough. Yeah.
And everyone was fine with that shit. You know what I mean?
We're still.
But that was the 50s, and then it was the 90s. You know,
Yeah.
maybe you can still get away with it. Who knows?
I
You
love
have to be
being-
really, really good. Right, some bangers,
you may have
and
some
do what you
tunes,
want,
like-
like, you know what I mean?
That
For a
the-
while, and then we'll always get you.
There's Drake and Millie Bobby Brown. You know,
Yeah, so, but Drake's still writing really good music, so he's fine for a
Himself.
while. And then like 14 years, they're like, "Here, remember you were with that wee girl?" He was like, "But you all knew." He was like, you had good music then. You're not. You're on the decline now, mate."
It's kind of, it's like one of those, we conspiracy kind of theory, like Hollywood, they're all at it, like, they're all doing something, like there's rings going about.
Oh, there's rings already.
And then
there is.
that interview with R. Kelly, like I love how, he's being interviewed about it and she's grilling him about it, and then he just starts breaking down. He's like, "Y'all kill me with this shit, man."
He gets up and all
he's-
fucking getting aggressive.
He's
all
like,
that.
I give you 30 years of my life and all this here. And you're like, that sounds like a fella that was like, here, like, I was getting away with it, and now you're fucking throwing me under the bus. You fucking bastards.
100%.
You just didn't mind me doing this.
You said it was fine. I signed the shit. You said do what you want, man.
Did I see me in Africa trying to fucking get, he's fine with that.
Oh, he's in jail, isn't he, for a long time?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Life? Is it life? Like, is he in for life?
I don't know. I don't know.
I think he is, for all of it.
Boy.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, if you can't do the crime,
Yeah.
or if you can't do the time.
Even if you can do the.
Fuck's sake.
Did Bill Cosby get out?
Aye. Did he? Yeah.
I think Bill Cosby
Is he out? Yeah, he's
got
out
it.
doing it again.
I haven't followed it too much, and to be fair, I haven't really seen any of his comedy, even though he's supposed to be rated one of the best comedians to do it. But I've never really seen stuff.
I
Just
think
more movies and stuff I watched when I was a kid. Like,
I think he's more like he was clean. He was like one of the first massive
Aye.
like
clean black comedians.
yeah, and not even like that.
He was
He's
like
just a
America's
household
dad. Like, yeah.
He was a household name for
Yeah.
a black comedian to be like that. It was just massive.
Yeah.
And then he was in like a sitcom and all that stuff. He was massive.
Yeah, I think in the sitcom, like, there was like, I remember my mate Decky. Shout out Decky. He was like saying, "Here, have you seen fucking Bill Cosby? He's in prison and all, but
Yeah.
in an episode, he like spikes gravy or something. He's like, oh, you gotta get, everybody likes my gravy." And
Yeah.
fuck, I shouldn't be doing the impression there.
That's his next Halloween costume.
Shit.
That's
But he's getting like all his his like family and friends like this special gravy, but he puts like a drug in it or something,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it gets like the kids to sleep or something. He's like, the kids love the gravy.
Oh fuck.
And because it
That's
helps
right.
them go to sleep, and he's like, "Yeah, we've put the kids to bed," and you're like, "Yeah, you were out there doing that, the fucking
Yeah.
women's drinks and all." Like,
He probably suggested that. What about this? An idea for an episode? It's really funny. I like it's really funny. I laugh myself every night. Powder in the gravy. Well, just put the powder in the gravy.
But then, so he went to prison for a long time, and then they were like, "Oh no, wait, you didn't do it," and let him out. Is that what happened?
I
I
don't
didn't
know.
follow it too closely
I
either,
don't
but
know.
I'm pretty sure he's out, and they were like, "Sorry."
they must have.
It's
like
whatever
discharged him or
charges,
something?
whatever charges he got. Maybe they couldn't get him on the strongest ones, and had to get him on like whatever. It's like I was listening to Colin Gareth. They were talking about. They were talking about went to jail recently. Maybe it was R. Kelly or someone, but they couldn't. Or no, it was O.J. Simpson.
Aye.
Like he didn't go to jail for
did,
the
right?
murders. He didn't go to jail for any murder.
Yeah.
He
got off.
he got off, but then they got him on like a fucking robbery charge.
Yeah,
so he went
because
to
he
jail
broke
for
in and stole the Super Bowl ring,
Aye.
didn't he?
Aye.
So he went to jail for like 16 years for that,
Yeah.
which is kind of like, you get like fucking Ted Bundy and you can't get him on all his fucking
Aye.
They do that sometimes.
things he
like,
does.
Yeah.
And then he gets a
Jaywalking.
20 years for jaywalking.
Aye.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
fuck's sake.
Mad.
But if they did discharge him, it's like, oh well, you didn't do it. Now he's way out free. Like, you would probably double down and be like, well, if I didn't do it, I'm gonna fucking sue you. Like, or
Does he even know what's happening
Compensation.
anymore?
Oh, I don't know.
I haven't seen him in a while.
He's-
What
Does
is
anybody
he?
know what he looks like? He's bound to be 80.
80 something, like,
He's
yeah.
bound to be in his 80s, isn't he? I'm gonna look it up.
What about that Dublin Portal? You see all that shit?
Yeah, that's mad, isn't it?
That's funny.
That's
like,
crazy.
That
What?
is funny. So
No.
there's a big portal now in Dublin. Not portal. It's a fucking big round screen, right?
Right, I thought you were talking about a fucking portal
Yeah.
to another dimension
Well,
there.
it could
It's
be.
like a link to New York or something. Isn't it?
Is that in
Yeah,
Dublin?
yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
did
it's
see it though.
yeah,
Someone
big
got their tits out.
Well, more than that now. Like, but so it's a screen. If anybody doesn't know, it's a screen in Dublin, which in real time shows you people in New York, and they're sort of fucking about each other, which is a really stupid idea because, you know, when it's
FaceTime, live FaceTime.
daylight there, it's nighttime here. The drunks come out, and vice versa.
Right.
And so the news is like, did you see this, Daniel?
Yeah, yeah.
The guy shows the Twin Towers burning down
Oh Jesus! Yes, I did see
on the
that.
camera.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he holds that up to the camera, and it's the Twin Towers burning down.
Someone
and,
from Dublin does.
yeah,
Aye.
and in the
Jesus
portal in
Christ.
Dublin, it's just. It fills the screen.
man.
It's a massive screen, like, and it's just the Twin Towers burning down. And then
In New York.
Oh, it's like a big. I mean, I think it was open for like
me.
Yeah.
half a day. Someone's like, "I've got a great idea."
Yeah. So this is like obviously it's like 12
We're
at
fucking
night.
cunts.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like 12 at night, right?
some things are like.
That's what I mean, but it's a
just can't touch upon
stupid idea. That's a stupid idea because they're coming out of the fucking bars like, where is he, as lads?
Oh, that's
and like some
bad.
wee kid in fucking, you know, Times Square's like, where's Irish people? Where's the leprechauns?
Oh,
you know? And then, all right, how about that?
Fuck's sake.
I mean, probably an hour weekend it'll be smashed in, like, you know.
Yeah.
what I mean?
I'm surprised I'm done already, folks.
Seen
Yeah.
did you see
It
the
might
tits
be.
one? Just a girl getting her tits out.
That's all
I
right.
seen.
That's all right. But then again, you know, it's nighttime. It's tit time over there.
I know, the
but it's not tit time
kids
here.
over there, man,
you
shit.
know?
It's never Twin Tower time. In that regard.
It was in 2001.
Oh boy.
Oh, it was an inside job.
Wasn't it?
I could
Must have
talk a
been,
bit
like,
about
Jesus
Christ. It's just so fishy. Like,
That
it's
one's quite
everything
blatant,
about it.
isn't it,
Like,
like?
yeah,
Obviously.
And then
yeah.
remember the time before when planes flew into the towers and do anything?
yeah.
Remember that?
It's not the first time.
you know
it's
what I
been
mean?
hit, like, yeah.
And it didn't fall then, so
Aye. And the Pentagon and Building 7 and all that there. We'll get
Building
Alex
7 was
Jones in
nowhere
here,
near it. Like Building 7 was nowhere near it.
Aye.
We're it's only a joke. We'll fucking it's fine.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
But yeah, Building 7 is an odd one,
Isn't it?
It's
Because
very
why would
odd.
you have that set up like that? You know, why would there already be explosives in a building?
It failed. Well, no, like because you only like look at the official thing, and you even reading it, it's like, oh, it fell because of office fires, and you're like,
But then have you seen they
Well, for the
changed
what?
that now and they said it was part controlled demolition?
Right.
Because they said that the damage to Building 7 was so severe that they had to then drop the rest of it with controlled explosions. But how did they have
oh,
that
they
already
have
in
them
there?
like, yeah.
To
Even
have
at
the
that,
controlled
right?
explosion?
Even if you could argue that there always is explosives at the bottom of buildings because it's just for that safety purpose or something,
Right.
you could at least waste a bit more time saving lives before that,
Yeah.
before the explosion.
Aye.
Like, you know what I mean?
And I just remember they found the charred passport of one of the
Oh,
terrorists.
yeah,
in the
yeah,
rubble.
yeah.
You were like, what?
I mean-
like people completely decimated.
See,
burnt
see,
from
it was a
steel.
terrorist.
You know, nothing but fucking dust left. on
Aye.
his passport.
Aye.
I mean, you only need to look at the Pentagon, and it's like, oh, a plane flew over like 2 miles of like, you know, like
Controlled.
yeah,
fucking,
like a few feet off the ground to like smash into this very, you know,
very low
short
fucking building. Like
which
Right
then
enough, like-
disappeared. It's like the
they
plane
moved that quite quickly. Didn't
disappeared,
they?
like,
moved that
you know,
quite quickly. Like.
Also, like, see when a plane, like, I'm sure that was off course, like to fly into the fucking a building.
What do you-
I'm sure, like, you know, when a plane's even off course, a tiny bit,
Yeah.
people are on,
yeah,
what,
so like
what's going
NORAD
on,
didn't
what's going
pick
on.
anything up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that, like, that was probably flying for like a good 15 minutes off course.
4 hours or something, was it?
Yeah,
Oh,
it could have been like.
something fucking
But even
mad
if you
like
were
that.
flying into the closest airport and you veered off
Yeah.
into a building, that's probably like 15 minutes before you get there. You're like, yo, what's going on?
Yeah.
Send a fucking missile to that plane.
Yeah. Blow that shit up. But no, but for real, like NORAD said, fuck all. They didn't apparently notice anything on their radars out of the ordinary, even though that plane went completely off course from the start of it taking off, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, and flew to a different location that was supposed to. How could they not see that coming?
Crew was crazy.
Don't
Like.
be saying Nazi around Daniel, please. Don't be saying Nazi around Daniel. Like, it's still fresh in his mind.
Back in the day.
Speaking about your career, how's comedy going for you?
Oh, it's all right, mate. You know, I'm enjoying it.
How long have you been doing it?
2 years from May 9th there.
Yeah.
I was recently on the radio with Will Ray.
I think I've seen that, yeah.
And okay, thanks very much to Will Ray for having me on and all. And but I think he asked me the same thing, and I think I said like, about 3 years. And then only recently it was like, oh shit, it's been 2 years.
Round it up.
I round it up. Like, but and shout out to Luke McGibbon as well for giving me the first shot at the comedy scene. Luke is the man. Like,
I've been talking to him. I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do a spot.
Yeah.
In the pavilion. 5 minutes on
nice.
the 10th of June, or what is it? Was I saying that to you?
You were saying
Shit
to me,
myself,
but I
like-
don't know what date it is.
Shite myself,
mad
but, you know,
cunt, you.
has to
No,
have-
you won't regret it. Like, see, like every time, like, and shout out to Are We Comedy Club as well, Madden's Bar.
Yeah, I'll be doing that after as well.
Sean, Pete, and Kieran, lads, absolute lads. That's a great place to, you know, for newcomers and all. And
So I will be. I'll probably just be between them two just to fucking see what the crack is, because it's been a long time since I done stand up. Like, and
nice one. When was it? Like your
10 years ago.
10 years ago.
And it was like mostly comedy songs. So I never really. I did have stand up material, but I only ever performed it to my brothers and my man dad.
But
and it was
also,
terrible.
right? Yeah, but that was so long ago and you're so young. But also, right, so we love comedy, all of us. Like, I also love, like, I compare it to, I love UFC and I love fighting and stuff, you know? And I think, see, if you watch something enough and closely enough and analyze it enough just by watching it and taking it in over and over and over and over again, when you try to do it, you're already somewhat good at it, you know?
The thing with me, the thing with
you take it in so much that it'll not be as hard as you
definitely have something there, but the thing with me is like trying to find who you are on stage. That's different. Like, it's like you have all this thing in your head, but how do I say that on stage? You know, so you have to.
That's
really
gonna take time.
I think, like, just like you were saying, like, I would say, like, go to some, like, wee comedy nights, like, wee open mics, and, like, that's what I did. Like, I was like, I'm gonna watch these people, and because for me it was like, I just found it like hard, impossible to think like, so look at that person walk up to the microphone and do it, and then come back. You're just like, well, he did it, you know, and then she did it, and you're like watching these people going, you know, they're doing it, you know, and you take that in. You're like, you know, you start to like, you know, fight your doubts and stuff, and you're like, if they're doing it, I can do it. I'll
make
give it a
yourself
go,
get up,
you know.
Fucking right, yeah.
But it's inspirational to see other people do it, like.
And you've been doing it, like, so.
Exactly, well. Like, I religiously watch Kill Tony. So did you watch Kill Tony?
Like, I was listening on the way down here, man.
You know what I mean? To watch people have the balls to get up and do that there,
especially on that. That's not even just
That's
a
what I'm
stage
saying,
in
like,
Belfast. That's a world
fucking
stage.
The amount of people going up like, yeah, this is my first time. You're like, whoa, and then you're like, what the hell? Your first time?
You know what I mean?
On Kill Tony, you're mental.
Them people, I think, are just drunkards that signed up. I'm on holiday,
Well,
whatever.
Some people aren't. But you know, I really respect people that are actual trying to be comedians and do that.
Yeah, definitely.
They try to sign up for their.
I think Adam Burns over there at the minute. You know,
Adam over there now, is he?
Yeah, he's over
That'd be
there.
class if he got on that, wouldn't it? It'd be hilarious.
Yeah. He's a lad. Like, fair play to him. He told me like a while ago. He's like, I'm going to go over to Texas.
Why not? Like,
stop it.
Would you ever think of doing it?
I would give Kill Tony a go. Like,
just go for a couple of months, even just for like a long holiday, and just see if it happens.
He says he's having stacks of crack, and it'd be amazing if
I've seen the Instagram stories. It looks fun. Like,
Texas looks mental.
I'd love to go. Like,
it really seems to be the headquarters of comedy.
Me, Martin, and Jake would do it. Like, but David's got a lot of kids and tied down to things, so I don't know if he would go over. Like, but. I think we would go over for a long holiday and do some podcasts or something. Try and do something like that. Yeah,
that'd be class.
That'd be so fun. Like,
just fucking ambush people in the street, try and get the podcast.
Yeah.
So he's got me. Like,
pretty much. We just stopped in the car. Get the fuck in.
my dilemma.
Get that buns out of that fucking car.
My dilemma with doing this stand-up is I don't know what to call myself because I'm not using my second name because I'm going to be up in the Balaclava, so I'm going to be going as like one of the four Brors.
Well, you can just use your first name, like.
But is that good? Like Gareth? Here's Gareth.
Fucking Eamon, fuck you right back.
I suppose like Eamon. Gareth, just Gareth, like.
What with a stage name?
I was thinking the only thing I think is Bror G.
Nah.
Bror G.
It's a bit, it's a bit. I might just go with Gareth.
What was that?
Here's
girl off
Gareth.
the fucking that girl off the fucking X Factor.
Oh, that's
what
I was thinking. Honey G.
Aye, her. Yes, that's too close.
That's me.
Honey G. What's she at these days? Like,
I've no idea who
She's
you're talking
still
about.
alive.
I know Honey Boo Boo.
Shout out Honey G. If you're still going.
Honey Boo Boo, remember her?
Is she still alive?
Well,
Honey Boo. No, I think there
You
was a
know
whole
she-
bad stuff
At
happened.
least a foot. Like,
I think bad stuff happened. though, did it not? Was
you
it
know
not
who
really
is
bad
dead
shit?
though? Her oldest sister's dead.
No. Which one?
Alana, you call her, remember? The kind of pretty kind of
Yeah.
one? She's dead.
She killed herself.
I don't know.
She killed herself, didn't she?
I don't think so.
Probably killed herself.
Probably.
I didn't. Did you watch the show or
No,
what
like,
was it?
bits
yeah,
and
I
pieces,
watched
like,
it. Yeah, I used to love Honey Boo Boo. Like,
I
it
only
was-
seen clips and all. The wee girl like,
But
I'm
then-
Honey Boo Boo.
Yeah. Reality.
came out
Reality.
that, like, remember Sugar Bear?
yeah.
He ended up like
Sugar Bear.
molesting them all, and then the show got cancelled. And then I think like she, like the mother, left all the kids and just told them to go fuck themselves. And she went and got like a makeover and liposuction, married some other guy and fucked off. And then they were just left to fend for themselves. And then I don't know what happened after that.
It's a nice story. Like, it's a good
Yeah.
story.
Ended well.
Happy ending. All right, well.
It's like the Waltons. Good night, honey boo boo. Good night, mama.
Sugar Bear, no.
Good night, Sugar Bear.
maybe
Good
maybe
night,
maybe flag that.
Sugar Bear. No. That's good. That's good shit.
Sick.
Are you watching anything yourselves recently? Like, is there any TV shows or Netflix or anything? Like,
After Baby Reindeer, I think.
After Baby Reindeer, I haven't
It's
watched
just-
anything. No.
Fergie, really, innit? It's hard to
Invincible,
watch
you-
anything after that. Look,
Yeah.
so
You
good.
just
Look.
sort of have to just take it in for a couple
Yeah.
of weeks, don't you? Just look.
And then for me, it's just Kill Tony's like my
Yeah.
TV
Oh,
series. It's
it's-
just continuous, you know, on a
it's great
Tuesday
to
night.
have, like,
watch
a
that,
weekly thing, like.
yeah,
Aye,
I
it's-
fucking
that's
love
awesome,
it.
like.
And then now Adam Ray's Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
Are you watching that?
Oh, aye. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ! So he has his own show doing that in LA now in the Comedy Store. So that's just
play.
as good.
That's
That's
awesome,
fucking class. That one, like.
Funny, we'll have our own. Like, do you have any podcasts that you listen to religiously?
Brors, you know,
Oh,
Fucking right. Thank you very much.
Kill Tony, Joe Rogan every now and then, like.
Depending
Yeah.
on who's on it.
I rather watch clips of his, but yeah.
Yeah,
I do watch Joe Rogan. Like.
yeah. What else?
Mine tend to be like Blind Boy.
Aye.
Like, I love the Bomb Squad pod.
Oh, aye,
I think
yeah.
it's pretty fun to
Yeah,
listen
yeah.
to. Like,
Bomb Squad's good crack.
and then there's like American ones like Kill Tony. I would never listen to. I would just watch. You know.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Doesn't
I always
feel-
watch
don't feel
it,
like
yeah.
I should listen to that one. It's like like an event to watch.
Yeah, I watch.
And then there's I like Bad Friends is good. But again, I don't think I would listen to a whole episode. I'd just listen to clips mostly.
Yeah, same with me for that one. Bad Friends. Your Mom's House. I kind of watch that quite religiously. With
Oh,
Tom
aye.
Sugar and
Yeah,
Tina
it's
P.
good crack.
Shout out.
Bill Burrs.
Bill Burrs.
Bill
I used to
Burr.
listen to Bill
I used
Burr.
to Bill, yeah, all the time. Like, I started on his
yeah,
almost.
Yeah, same.
You know?
Like, I only listened to that for like 3 or 4 years. And then I sort of, like, I don't listen to him as much anymore. But I fucking love Bill Burr. Like.
Aye, no legend, like.
And what were
Legend
your
of the
ones,
game.
mate, sorry? What were your ones, sorry? Other podcasts you listen to?
Short Back and Sides, we shout out to them, lads.
Oh, aye,
Adam
fucking
Byrne
shout
as
out,
well.
boys.
I'm flat out in Kill Tony. Like, what I did was, like, I got into it. I was like, oh, this is class. And then I listened, like, it's class having like a massive back catalogue.
Yeah.
I listened to it from
Oh,
like
definitely,
day
yeah.
one. And
Yeah, I've watched every episode. Like.
it was quite inspirational, actually, because if it was like 10 years or 15 years ago or something
Yeah.
when they started.
Yep.
And you can hear, like, everybody being a bit, you know, a bit lack, you know,
Yeah.
like,
Oh, definitely.
even back in the day, like, you know, they didn't have, you know, all this experience and all. And
Nope, not at all.
And then,
Brilliant.
you know, like, Tony Hinchcliffe is a master of the game, like, you know.
Fucking right. He's one of my
master, like.
favourite. Like,
And I mean, he was obviously funny back in the day, but, like, and then you compare it to nowadays and you're like,
he's got so
that's
much better. Like.
so amazing how you can see the progression.
Yeah.
Even
And
the.
it kinda
And I think
inspires
Kill
you, like.
Tony really helped him get that good,
Oh,
you know, as a
yeah,
comedian.
definitely, like.
Fuck it, yeah. I
Even
really
the show,
respect
even the
Tony
show
Hinchcliffe,
as a
like.
whole, like this podcast, looking back and seeing where they started, you know, it's kind of humbling. It's like, wow, you
You know,
know,
you can start from
you can
nothing,
start
you know.
from somewhere and just, you know, as long as you keep fucking putting the work in and doing it, it's just going to happen for you, like, you know.
Yeah.
so.
Like, I started watching Kill Tony, I would say maybe, so how long's that now? Over 4 years, like, before I left to go to Spain, right? So it's like over 4 or 5 years. And when I was watching it, like, an episode, even with someone semi-famous on, would have only got like 30,000 views or something. Maybe 100,000 if it was like Joe Rogan or something.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now, everything's past 1 million. Every episode's past 1 million views, like.
Yeah.
And it was since they got fucking Post Malone on. See, before that, they never had hit 1 million on views. And then Post Malone went on. Every single episode, no matter who's on it now, is past 1 million. So that really
So
fucking helped them. Like,
All we need is Post Malone on here. Post. Come on, mate. What
He
else are you
actually
doing?
might. He's really nice. Like, he seems like
Even
a really
Zoom
nice
call.
guy.
We'll do a Zoom call then.
Malone, like, I mean, he's bound to be half Irish. Right?
You know
Get
what I
him
mean?
about the
You
work
know what I
here.
mean? He needs to do it for his country, if nothing else. Daniel Quinn, it was amazing having you on, mate.
Oh, glad. Thank you very much for
You
having
know,
me.
that was
really
class,
fucking good
class wee
podcast,
talk
thank you.
there, like. And do you have anything to plug?
I'll shout out a Monday night at the Pavilion, great comedy night every Monday night at the Pavilion Bar.
night.
Madden's Arwee Comedy Club every Tuesday night at Madden's Bar, open mic. Give it a go if you ever fancy it.
Right.
Like, I would totally recommend it. Like, if you're feeling nervous about it, it's a great place to start.
And if you're out there, book this, man. You'll not regret it.
Tell
Oh
me.
yeah.
Funny as
Contact
fuck.
my agent.
Yes.
Me.
At Daniel Quinn.
Yeah.
077 465.
Definitely didn't dress as Hitler.com.
Spanyaman _comedy on Instagram. Give us a wee follow. Go
Yes.
for it.
Fucking
Follow
right,
her.
funny as
Go
fuck.
ahead. Shout out our sponsors.
Bud Lightyear and Baked Potato NI. Give him a follow
Thank
on
you very
Insta.
much. Peace out.
Yeah.
God bless everybody.
God bless you.
So leave the fucking cocksucking cheese where it is.
This magic moment.